Hello everyone, this is our King Quad 500 that, if you saw our previous video, dropped through the ice on our pond. And right now I'll be showing you, explaining what I did after that happened. So we took the battery out, it's underneath the seat. Dried that, trickle charged it. The water went up to about half of the rack in the front, and the air box is underneath here. You have to take these plastics out, and there was some water in there, so we removed the air box, the air filter, dried that air filter. Then we drained all the oil. I put fresh oil in it. And the next thing we did was the CVT transmission, which is on this side. There's a drain plug at the bottom, about in the middle here. You take that drain plug out. There was a bunch of water in there. And then after that, you pull the spark plug out. Okay, once you have the fresh oil in there, you pull the spark plug out, and then you can crank it over. And what that does is, if there's any water in the top of the engine, it'll spit out of the spark plug hole. And what I did was approximately 10 to 15 20-second startups. So the engine is cranking you over 20 seconds. I did that about 12 to 13 times. What that does is it gets any excess moisture from the engine, and that'll help to get all the water out of the top of the engine as possible. So after that, put a fresh spark plug in there, and with the fresh oil, I ran the four-wheeler for about 30 minutes. I ran it for 30 minutes approximately. So if there's any moisture in the engine oil, with the next oil change that I did, it would be out of there. There was some water coming out of the muffler, out of the exhaust when I started it and ran it for the 30 minutes. And so after the second fresh oil and new oil filter that I put in, the King Quad works good. As you see, we already used it for plowing and a little bit of splitting some firewood here. So that's the steps that I took. Every four-wheeler is going to be a little bit different, but that's the steps that I took after we broke through the pond on the King Quad.